Hey guys, so today I'm going to teach you how to score in bowling. So this is the score sheet, probably looks familiar to you. The highest score you can get is 300, and that's when you have 12 strikes in a row. So I'm just going to go through it, and then we can go through all the different things that happen during the game, so you can learn how to score. So let's say in this first frame, ha- we roll an 8 and a 1, so 9. So basically, obviously, the goal is to knock down all 10 pins in a frame. If you do it in 2 rolls, that's called a spare. And if you do it in one roll, that's called a strike. And so basically, if you hit all 10 pins down, that's called a mark, like you're marking that frame. And because we didn't hit all 10 pins down in this first frame, it's called an open frame. So basically, when you mark, that's when you can add more pins to that frame. That's how you get closer to the 300. Um, so let's try doing a spare now. So let's say we have a 9 and a 1. So 2 rolls to get all 10 pins down. So we marked and we hit a spare. So now what happens is when you roll a spare, you only get the next roll. That basically what happens is that gets added to your second frame. So right now we have 19 pins, 9 for the first frame, 10 for the second, 19, plus whatever is on this first roll. So let's say we hit 8. Now we've got 27 for this second frame, and then you just add from there. So let's just say we left this frame open. So let's say we had a 9. Now we have 36. So basically, if you keep getting marks, that's how you really roll and get a lot more points. When you leave open frames is when it kind of messes your score up and it continually gets lower when that happens. So let's do another spare. So let's do an 8 and a 2 for a spare. So we now have 46 points, pins, whatever you want to call it. 36 plus 10 plus whatever is in this first roll. So let's say we now hit a strike. So that's going to be another 10. So we had 46 plus this first roll, 56 for the fourth frame. So what's different about strikes is when you hit a strike, you get to count the next 2 rolls in this fifth frame. So let's say we have hit another spare. So let's say we do an 8 and a 2. That's 76. So it was the 56 here. We had the 10 pins that we hit knocked down. That's 10. Plus the next 2 rolls, which also adds to 10. Now we've got 76. Now again, we have another 10 here that we've already hit. So that's 10 for 86. And then we get to count this next roll as well. So let's say now we have another strike. I've got 96. So that this extra roll gets counted in this sixth frame. So now we've got 96. So let's just say we open up this frame and then we can go to the rest of it. So let's just say we do a 9. And remember, with the strike, you're adding these next 2 rolls. So we've got 96. We should count this 10. 106 plus 9. And let's say we missed the last one. So it should be 106 plus 9, whatever that is, 115. 115. And then because we left frame 8 open, it starts over again. So 115 plus 9 equals 124. And then let's just say in this last frame that we strike. Make it interesting for this last frame. Now that we've had a strike in this ninth frame, we've got our 10. And we get to add the next 2 rolls to this ninth frame. So the only difference is if you mark in this 10th frame, it doesn't matter because you can't carry it over to the next frame because it's the last frame. So you just add the 10, whatever your number is here. If you did like 3 strikes, it'd be 30 pins in this last frame. So we've got 134 here. And let's just say we strike out. So again, when you have a strike, you count the next 2 rolls in this 10th frame. So we've got 134 here. So this should say 154. Strike, strike, 154. And then it's going to be 20 for this 10th frame plus whatever we have here. So let's just say we do a 9. So 29 pins. Get you a 183. 183. So that's how you score in bowling. You know, like I said, really the way to get more points is to mark in the frames. Strikes are more valuable than spares, but knocking all 10 pins down is better than not knocking all 10 pins down and leaving an open frame. So hopefully that was helpful, so you can understand how to actually score in bowling and not just let the computer do it for you. Obviously, it's fundamental. You want to actually know how to do it rather than just letting the computer do it for you, so you understand how to maximize your score. So if you have any comments, let me know below, and thanks for watching.